A Stoic philosopher lay sick, his body burning with fever. And instead of crying out or begging for relief, he did something strange. He argued with the pain, not to deny it, not to pretend it wasn't there, but to ask it quietly and carefully. Are you really as powerful as you claim to be? The Stoics held a belief that sounds almost too simple until you sit with it. They taught that suffering has two parts. The first is the raw sensation, the heat, the ache, the weight. The second is the story we tell about that sensation. The first part, they said, we cannot always control. The second part, we always can. This particular philosopher was also a physician. He understood the body the way a carpenter understands wood, its grain, its limits, its tendency to crack under pressure. When illness came for him, he did not step out of his philosopher's mind and into his patient's body. He stayed in both at once. He observed his own fever the way he might observe a patient's. He noted where the pain lived. He asked whether it was truly unbearable, or whether it only felt that way because he had decided it was. And in that quiet examination, something shifted. The pain did not disappear, but it lost its grip. There are a few things worth carrying from this. First, pain speaks loudly, but it does not always speak truthfully. When we are in discomfort, the mind rushes to amplify it. It adds fear, adds memory, adds the dread of how long this might last. The Stoic practice is to separate the sensation from the story. The sensation is real. The story is optional. Second, the examined life includes the examined body. You don't have to be a philosopher to pause in the middle of difficulty and ask, with genuine curiosity, what is actually happening here? That pause is itself a form of freedom. And third, suffering does not require your full surrender. You can feel it and still remain somewhere inside the one who is watching. The practice is this. The next time discomfort arrives, whether physical or emotional, try not to name it immediately as unbearable. Instead, sit with it for one breath. Ask, what is the sensation and what is the story I'm adding to it? You don't have to answer perfectly. The asking is enough. If this brought you a moment of stillness, subscribe and walk this path with us. The philosopher's fever eventually broke, but the real healing had happened earlier. In the quiet space between the pain and the story, he chose not to tell about it.